We begin this morning with a big victory in Michigan for former President Donald Trump.
The Michigan Supreme Court is declining to hear an appeal from the groups trying to keep Trump off the ballot here. It comes after a Colorado court dealing with the same issue ruled the former president will be left off the state's primary ballot. Our Gino Vici explains.
Well, the big question is, how can different state courts arrive at different legal opinions? Well, we spoke to a legal expert to sort it all out.
The serious question is, who gets to decide that?
Matthew Schneider, partner at Honigman and former U.S. attorney, is referring to who ultimately has the legal authority to exclude a presidential candidate from running for office.
This is not the first time this type of thing had happened.
Schneider is referring to recent legal objections in both Colorado and here in Michigan, aiming to kick former President Donald Trump off the primary ballot for his involvement in the January 6th insurrection.
In Colorado, that court essentially decided that those justices have the right and they have the decision authority to make this call.
Colorado State Supreme Court ruled Trump is disqualified, but the Michigan State Supreme Court decided it was not their case to hear, so therefore Trump stays on the ballot. Schneider says this is not the first time a presidential candidate's eligibility has been legally questioned.
Remember, there were arguments when John McCain ran for president as was he eligible? He was born in the Canal Zone, which was not a U.S. state. And then people talked about Barack Obama. There were court challenges about that because of his birth certificate and whatever it might have said. So it's not the first time people have tried to challenge the eligibility of a president or a candidate to serve, and it won't be the last time either.
And Schneider says it's very likely this legal question will have to be answered by the U.S. Supreme Court.
It's likely that the U.S. Supreme Court is going to take this up and make a determination once and for all.
Well, the bottom line is this: with the differing legal opinions state by state on whether or not to keep Trump on or off the ballot, is exactly why the U.S. Supreme Court could rule on this case, and they're going to have to do so quickly with the primaries approaching.